We know if we get DDP versus Khamzat's injury free. He's hot right now. I think he's a bigger name than Sean Strickland because his fighting style, he takes the fight directly to his opponents. And you have DDP, who finished Israel Adesanya. He beat Sean Strickland. He's also beat Robert Whittaker. He finished Robert Whittaker. I think that's the fight to make. You don't worry about Sean Strickland. He'll stay there. Nothing's going to change with Sean Strickland. I think you capture lightning in a bottle. You have a guy who's undefeated, Khamzat Chimaev, taking on DDP, Dricus Du Plessis. I think that's the fight to make in the middleweight division.
But what you want to do is when you're trying to get a title fight, you want to make a statement. You want to give people a reason to want to see that fight. You want to have those holy moments. Well, Sean Strickland's piping up and I always had some things to say. Yeah, Sean did beat Paulo Costa. Split decision. Never defended the belt. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want it to sound like I'm ripping on Sean because I'm not. But then you've got fresh meat, you've got fresh blood, you've got the undefeated record, you've got the domination of almost everyone that he fights, and then you've got him taking out one of the staples of the middleweight division and just destroying him, doing it easily, and giving us something we've never seen and just crushing the man's face.
So if Khamzat beat Whittaker by decision, that wouldn't warrant him leapfrogging Sean Strickland. But doing what he did, the way he did it, it's hard to deny the man that he deserves the shot. And for me personally, once again, he is right now, because before that, like you said, he hasn't beaten the top of the division, but now he has.
And with respect to a very deserving Sean Strickland, for me, my appetite for a Dricus Du Plessis, Khamzat Chimaev middleweight championship fight is healthier than maybe for any mixed martial arts contest of my lifetime, because I have no idea what is going to happen, but just the overall strength and will. And bro, like, can I just not call that fight and just lay back in the cut? I mean, I am so excited about Chimaev, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I totally understand the way you look at it, but you got to admit, he brings an excitement to that weight class that really hasn't been around for very long, very much. You had Anderson Silva dominating the weight class for a long time. There was a ton of excitement over him. Then Izzy was kind of dominating it, and you kind of got that. He's the next guy. I'm not trying to take anything away from Sean or DDP or any of them. Great fighters, but don't have that exact aura that Chimaev is bringing. And so, if the UFC put him in right now, I understand.
Dude, I think you give Khamzat the immediate title shot while he's healthy, while he's very inconsistent. If he's ready to go, you got to give him DDP.
We need to skip Sean Strickland, and we need to put Khamzat Chimaev in there because he's deserved it. If you're able to get rid of a former champion, someone who's been the gatekeeper at 205 pounds like Robert Whittaker, and to be able to do it in a round, less than a round, put him in there, get rid of Sean Strickland, and give Khamzat Chimaev that damn title shot.
So Strickland said, understand one thing, I am next in line. It's been said, it's been written. January, Feb, me and Dricus Du Plessis are scrapping. Go back to Chechnya and wait a few months. UAE. You're not allowed in Chechnya. But hey, crypto scams while you wait. I mean, Sean's not bothered.
I understand, or thought I understood, that Sean Strickland has Du Plessis next. I believe that was official, but I'm told it's not. I'm told it was talked about, it's planned, but it is not signed, it is not official, and now we're going to have a great debate of should it go to Chimaev. I mean, look at the size of breaks that he takes in between fights. You have plenty of time to do the Strickland, Du Plessis, let them sort business out, bring Chimaev in. That's my argument.
The argument is not Khamzat has a great case and Strickland doesn't. That's really not the argument. Strickland had a very close fight with him, had a rebound fight against Paulo Costa that was also not very interesting, but he won it. And again, if you want to go back and watch the fight between DDP and Strickland, it's not hard to score 3 rounds for Strickland. You can do it. If the basic question, can you find 3 rounds for him? Yes, you can.
Yes.
You absolutely can. However, Khamzat just blew past Robert Whittaker in a way that no one has. That Robert Whittaker, Khamzat made him unrecognizable. But just to like fight for fight, Khamzat versus DDP is a fresh matchup.
Oh yeah.
It's a highly interesting matchup.
I think so. I think if it's him and Dricus, me and John were kind of talking about this. I think Dricus is crazy and wild enough that, and he was right. What was one of the first things that he tweeted was like, "I'm going to take your O." Like, this dude doesn't care.
Right? Man,
and that's what I love about it. Like, let him go at it. I know Strickland's already on the social media and he's giving his argument. And hey, man, that's your job. Fight for your shot. But if it's me, nothing against any of them, man, I want to see that fight. I really do. I think that's the fight. If they can make it happen, there's some inside network stuff and visa stuff that they've got to figure out. But if those two can agree to meet somewhere on common ground and fight, hell yeah.
But if you go on what the fans want right now, it's definitely not the Strickland fight. And if you ask me, what do I want? I want to fight the best guy. I want to fight the guy the fans want me to fight. And that 100% is Khamzat. You know, if they give me the Strickland fight, great. I'll fight Strickland in February or March or whenever, and then fight Khamzat. But, you know, with the hype right now and what the fans are feeling, and at the end of the day, they are the people that need to be entertained. And if you go on value for the UFC, and if you ask me personally, the Khamzat fight's what I want. I want to take his I want to beat the next best guy, and I've beaten Sean Strickland.
Yeah, no disrespect to Sean. Got nothing bad to say about him. I know him and Khamzat are beefing now. I actually do like Sean. I think he's done really well. But he's fought. He's done a great fight. I actually thought he won that fight against DDP. I actually do think he won the fight. But we've seen the fight.
Yeah.
Like, let's just watch Khamzat now and see how that plays out. Like, we've seen that. We don't want to see that again.
There's no contract. There's no contract signed. His last fight. Hold on. His last fight with Paulo Boashinha was a snooze fest on both sides. He goes in there and he gets rid of within that round. I believe on Tuesday, Khamzat Chimaev has that next title shot.
Yeah. Hey, so if Chimaev is a minus 200 favorite over DDP. And then Chimaev is a minus 250 favorite over Sean. But Sean DDP is minus 110, minus 110. You said you don't always feel like the best guy is holding the title.
Yeah.
If Chimaev is favored almost 3-1 against Sean, he's favored 2-1 against the champion. But the champion is fighting someone else. Do we really have the best guy in the division fighting for the belt?
So for me, it's only about one thing, and it is who is the next best guy, the baddest guy out there. That's the guy I want to fight. So right now, people are, thinking that Khamzat is the next best guy, but there's only one best guy, and that's me. So I want to prove that once again. And obviously, if you look at the amount of people that's going to watch a fight, there's more people that are going to want to watch me versus Khamzat and me versus Strickland. And at the end of the day, that's the only determining factor, is the guy that the people want to see. Because at the end of the day, they buy the tickets, they buy the pay-per-views, and they are the people we need to entertain.
Yeah, I mean, I think the guy deserves it. I think the guy deserves it, and I think it's going to be a bigger fight than Strickland DDP for the UFC to make money on. I mean, I think Strickland deserves it too, but all those guys in the top three, I hope Khamzat gets a chance to fight, because I think he's just a nightmare for anyone at this point. I really do.
Here's the thing. It honestly feels like he should have already fought for the championship. But I think it kind of like has that Khabib feel to it, where Khabib kept getting injured. Khabib couldn't get to the fights. And so it was like a matter of time before he finally got there. It feels like Chimaev is going to get there. Just a matter of being in the right place at the right time.
The fight game is ever evolving and ever changing. And when Khamzat Chimaev, Kenny, goes out and does that to Robert Whittaker, it's a tough result for Sean Strickland in terms of middleweight title contention, is it not?